Hi, I'm Georgia. Welcome to our We Play Along Food of the Week series. And today we're going to be doing the ASL signs for the grain group.
Play, play, play along. Come on and play along. Play, play, play along. Come on and play along.
So this food group is now called grains. It used to be called breads and cereals. If you remember the pyramid, we did that a couple weeks ago. And it was the foundation of the pyramid because we eat a lot of grains. Okay, so to sign grains, you're going to take your pointer finger. This is a letter G, so it could be an initialized sign. And you're going to tap your finger because grains are little. And if you look up here in our picture, we have oats and rice and wheat and barley. Corn can also be a grain. I know we did that in the vegetable group, but it can also, you can make corn flour out of it or cornmeal. So there's lots of different grains, and some people maybe that have allergy or to gluten, they have to use these other grains, and they're all very healthy when they're the whole kernel. All right, when you take that kernel off, a lot of times you'll strip the nutrients off of it. So make sure you're having an enriched flour or an enriched cereal. Make sure it says that. Or if it's a whole grain, then you're in good shape. Okay? Because you have your carbs, which gives us our energy, and a lot of B vitamins are in there. Remember, those B vitamins help all the other minerals work. So this is an important food group, and we eat a lot of them throughout the day because let's say you have, and we're going to be doing the signs here in a minute, but let's say you have a couple pancakes in the morning, then you have a sandwich with 2 slices of bread on it, and then at dinner time you have your spaghetti. Oh my goodness, you know, a little bit would be 1 serving, but whoever eats a little bit of spaghetti, you eat a whole bowl. So it's really an important way to get your energy throughout the day. So let's do our signs. So where do we get a lot of our complex carbohydrates? One of the main foods is bread. So you're going to take a flat hand out here, and you're going to take your other hand and you're going to slice it down, because when we get bread, we get a slice so that we can make a sandwich or whatever. And sometimes we'll take that bread and put it in the toaster. Now the sign for toast is you're going to, this is like a fork, and you're going to stab this side of your hand and this hand. So, or this would be like a slice of bread. So you're going to stab it here and stab it there. This is a sign for toast. And another food we have in the morning might be cereal. So you're going to take your index finger and you're going to drag it down under your chin. Like if you dribbled milk on your chin, you're going to wipe it off. So cereal, and this is your general term. It could be Cheerios or Corn Flakes, or there are so many different kinds of grains. So it could be your Wheaties or your Rice Chex or Rice Krispies. This would be the general sign for cereal. And sometimes we take that bread and we dip it in egg and milk, and we cook it on a griddle, and it turns into French toast. Okay, so this is a sign for French. You make an F hand, and you're going to flip it like this, and then you do this sign for toast again. And bagels, one of the things I like to have for breakfast. You're going to take 2, like a couple different ways you can sign bagel. You make your rounded hands here and come around, because bagels are round, and some I think BSL, British Sign Language, they turn it around like this. That would be bagel. Or we might take that flour and turn it into a muffin. We're going to bake a muffin. So you make a flat hand here, and we're going to come up off our hand because muffins all puff up. Sometimes for breakfast, like on a Sunday, it's kind of special, coffee cake. So coffee, you're going to take 2 fists and you're going to twist that top one around, because we're going to grind the coffee, and this would be the sign for cake. Coffee cake. And on special occasions, we might have donuts, because donuts are generally round, and you're going to tap your fingers like this together. Donut. Or pancakes. Pancakes, you're going to put it on, you pour it on the griddle, and then you take your spatula, right, and you flip it over. You have to cook the other side. So this is a sign for pancake. You have your pancake on your spatula and flip it over. This would be pancake. For a waffle, which is a similar sign to pancake, you're going to do it with a W hand. You take that W and flip it over. Waffle. Waffle. And tortillas. And you could have corn tortillas or flour tortillas. And when you make a tortilla, you're going to pat your hands like this, right? You're going to have to pat it like that. So this is a sign for tortilla. Biscuits. Make a flat hand, and you're going to, this is the letter G, and you're going to twist it like this. Like when you make a biscuit, you might have a biscuit cutter. And so you roll out your dough, and you take your biscuit cutter, and you're going to cut out your biscuits so you have nice, really pretty biscuits. And crackers. Again, this is a generic term for crackers. It could be a Ritz cracker, or a saltine, or a wheat thin. You're going to bend your elbow, and you're going to tap your elbow twice. Cracker. Now, there's no real American Sign Language sign for rice. And a lot of, because it's a short word, we would spell it rice. But a lot of people use, make a cup and make an R hand, and you're going to scoop up like you would be eating rice. Like that, okay? And pasta. Again, this is a general term for pasta. You're going to take your little fingers and swirl them out. And it could be fettuccine, or it could be rotel, or it could be corkscrew, or it could be spaghetti. Any type of pasta like that. But macaroni is also a pasta, but it's kind of a curved shape like this. So this would be the sign for macaroni. You just take your fingers like this and kind of bend it down. So those were our foods in the grain group. And if you have any comments or questions or suggestions, please do let us know. Let's say there's a food coming up that we haven't talked about, or maybe I could incorporate it in later in the series, because we still have lots of food to do. Please send us a comment, okay? And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. We'll see you next week.
Play, play, play along. Come on and play along. Play, play, play